Hey YouTube, it's Michael W here of itsmichaelw.com, and today I'll be talking about the Targus Vuescape for the third generation Apple iPad, or as Apple simply calls it, the new iPad. So we'll go ahead and get it installed on the device, but before I do that, just wanted to give you a quick rundown of it. Basically, has a leather material on the outside. It's nice and soft. And then on the inside there's sort of like a microfiber feel to it. Nothing that'll damage your device or anything like that. And does have very sturdy tabs. So once the device is installed, I feel very confident that it'll stay put. So let's go ahead and get the iPad and show you just how simple it is to install it, because I think that's something a lot of reviewers leave out at times in their videos, is showing you how simple or complicated it is to install the device. So as you can see, it takes minimal effort. Just went ahead and slid it right in there, and that's the start of it. So I just want to go around the device and show you some of the features. As you can see, all of the corners are completely covered. So if you hit it on the edge or anything like that, you shouldn't receive any kind of damage. You do have access to all of the ports and buttons, so you don't lose any of that control or function. The speaker is completely accessible, so you don't get any kind of muffled or distorted sound. And as you can see, there's a cutout on the back for the Apple logo. In addition to the protection for the corners, I was also looking for something that had a clasp where when it was closed, if it fell or anything like that, I didn't have to worry about it coming open. And as you can see with that shaking right there, it's not going anywhere. As with the Apple Smart covers, this case, it does have a feature built in where when you open it, the screen turns on. When you close it, the screen turns off. So let me go ahead and demonstrate that for you. As you can see, the screen came on, and as you can hear, it just locked. So that's the main aspects of what this case does. So let's go ahead and get into some of the positions that you can view it. As you can see, there's a slot there, there's a slot there, and there's also a tab at the end to prevent it from going over. Basically, the way you operate this case is once you remove these two tabs right here, that allows the case to flex, and you can go ahead and move it to the first position. And this is something that you would probably use if you were viewing a video or something like that. As you can see how the angle is. This is, different angle here, something that you would probably use if you were, again, viewing videos or maybe using an external keyboard or something like that. And in addition to that, there's one last angle on this side where, as you can see, that's pretty much flat. And some people may want to type at this angle, or again, maybe you just use it to view some kind of content. For me, I would probably use this angle right here if I was doing any kind of typing, just because it provides the most support. As you can see, unlike some other cases, this one does bounce around. So I don't know if you're somebody that's trying to write a blog post or something like that. I don't know how that will hold up for you. I don't find it to be an issue, but then again, I've only had it for one day, so that doesn't say so much. And there's another angle in the back which I find completely useless, and it's basically, as you can see when you put it down this way, there's a tab here, and there's another slot that I'll show you a little bit closer later that you can actually put a stylus in. This is a different angle they have here, where you would leave it like that. And just from the start, this is worthless, because as you can see, just touching it like that 3 times, it already fell. So it's not sturdy at all. So I find that unless if maybe you're viewing a movie or something like that, it might be useful, but other than that, I find that completely useless. So that's pretty much the main features of this case. I don't think I've left anything out. Let me just go around it one more time and show you the camera opening. I didn't go over that yet. And as you know, the third generation iPad, it does have a 5-megapixel camera, which does have a little larger opening. As you can see, this case accommodates that perfectly, so you don't have to worry about your pictures getting cut off or anything like that, or they bring any kind of interference. This iPad doesn't have flash, none of them do, so don't have to speak on that. And that's the main thing. The front of the case right here, it does have a nice soft feel to it, and It seems to be of quality, so I'm pretty confident that it'll hold up well over time. It doesn't add much bulk to the device. So, pretty much overall at this point, I would say that I'm happy with it. The only thing that I would stress again is if you're somebody that plans on doing a lot of typing, then I don't know how this will hold up for you. Because let's just go over the angles one more time. This high angle right here, you're not going to do any typing like that. This angle right here, you're not going to do any typing at that angle. And this bottom angle right here, if I'm going to do some minimal typing, typing in a URL, maybe adding a couple of notes or something like that, that would be fine. But I don't know if I would do anything beyond that. If you were to compare this to something like the Apple smart cover, I would say that would be something that's more at an angle about like that. And just these few degrees, it does make a big difference. So that's my only concern with this case is long term. I'm not really sure how useful it'll be for actual typing, but for me, I wasn't so much interested in it for that purpose. It was more something to carry it around, and I'll use it in the book mode. So it does fit my needs well, but that's something you may want to consider for yourself. Like I said, I do think that I've covered everything I've wanted to in this video, but as always, if there are any kind of questions or anything like that, definitely let me know. And as always, I will do my best to help you out and answer them. Thanks for watching.